それではこれより見事女子ダブルスを制した松友美咲、高橋彩香両選手によるウィニングランを行います。
So the first final of the day completed, and it's very pleasing for the home fans because the Olympic champions Mizaki Matsutomo and Ayaka Takahashi have won their second title here at their home Super Series event. Next up, well, history is being made because Inoue and Kaneko are the first men's doubles pair from the host nation to contest the final here at the Japan Open. It's a tall order, though, because they're up against Marcus Fernaldi, Gideon, and Kevin Sanjaya, Sukamuljo, who are appearing today in their fifth Super Series tournament final this year. Well, as far as the Super Series standings are concerned in the men's doubles, obviously Gideon and Sukamuljo will consolidate their place at the top of that list. Last year's champions Li Junhui and Liu Yuchen pulled out of this year's Japan Open, and therefore they will swap places with Kimura and Sonoda, who will go up to number 2. Boa Mogensen will remain at number 4. Well, as far as the men's doubles draw is concerned, well, 5 different nations involved from quarter-final stage, 3 Danish pairs, and the 3 Danish pairs all in the bottom half of the draw. In fact, Bo and Mogensen, for a second consecutive week, having to play against Mads Conrad and Mads Koling in the quarter-final stage. Kimura and Tsunoda, who, as I've just said, will be going up to number 2 on the Super Series standings, were beaten in the quarter-final stage by the Russian pair, Ivanov and Sozonov. And then another Japanese pair took revenge in yesterday's semi-final. So for the first time ever, a pair from Japan will contest the men's doubles final here at the Japan Open. "36-year history, 36 years waiting for this moment to happen. And Takuto, Inoue and Yuki Kaneko are living the dream of contesting the final here at the Japan Open. Not only are the first ever pair, Inoue and Kaneko, to contest the final here, they're only the 4th pair from Japan in any Super Series tournament final. Kimura and Tsunoda have been in 4, winning 2 of them. Hashimoto and Hirata won in India 6 years ago, and Endo and Hawakawa were in 7 finals, but didn't win 1 of them. Is it to be history today? It's history anyway, with Inoue and Kaneko contesting the final here. But not only are Marcus Fernaldi, Gideon and Kevin Sanjaya Sukamuljo #1 on the Super Series standings by beating the Danes, Bo and Mogensen, who are the current world #1s in the semi-final yesterday. They will move back to world #1 spot when the world rankings are published next Thursday. What a moment for these two. A 5th Super Series tournament final this year. We're only in the 8th Super Series. Well, until a week ago, the Indonesian pair of Gideon and Sukamuljo had played in 6 Super Series tournament finals and never lost. Their defeat last week in Seoul to Bo and Mogensen was the first time that they had ever lost a Super Series tournament final. So Wolfgang Lund from France, our umpire for this one, Victor Wong from Hong Kong, the service judge.
Red or black? Red.
Well, the Japanese pair have chosen to start the far side of the court. So the Japanese pair, consisting of a left and right-hander, in fact, 3 of the 4 semi-finalists consisted of left and right-handers playing together. Takuto Inoue, the 22-year-old, and he and his partner last Thursday went up to a career high of 17 on the world ranking. The last 2 years here at their home Super Series event, they've lost in the first and second round, but both times they've lost to the eventual champions. Yuki Kaneko, 23 years of age, born in Saitama in the greater Tokyo area. And this their third tournament final. I do beg your pardon, this is their fourth tournament final of this year. They've won in the Austria International Challenge and the US Grand Prix Gold event, but this is by far their best achievement so far. That semi-final against Vladimir Ivanov and Ivan Sozanov. Going the full distance, they were very comfortable in the second game. They were 18-10 up, but it all got awfully close. But Ivanov and Sozanov, former All-England champions, and that's a terrific result for the Japanese pair. I do hope you can hear me, because the music here in the arena is very loud indeed. As we look at Marcus Fernaldi, Gideon, the 26-year-old born in Jakarta. They have spent a total of 12 weeks as world number ones, and after this week in Tokyo, they will return to being world number ones. This is only their second appearance here at this tournament. Lost in the first round 2 years ago to Inoue and Hawakawa, who is in the coaching bench for the Japanese pair. Sukamuljo, 22 years of age, from Bangkuwangi in East Java. And there you can see that their only match that went the full distance was in the second round against Yuki and Kobayashi. For Mogensen, the pair that beat them in the Korean Open final last week, defeated this week 21-15, 21-14. And as I say, that means that this Indonesian pair will return to number one status. This is the third meeting between these two pairs, and both previous meetings have been won by the Indonesians, and both won in 2 straight games, including the last in the second round of the India Super Series event earlier this year. That was just 31 minutes for that victory.
Takuto, Inoue and Yuki Kaneko, Japan. And on my left, Marcus Fernaldi, Gideon, and Kevin Sanjaya, Sukamuljo, Indonesia. Marcus Fernaldi, Gideon to serve. Takuto, Inoue, Lobo, play.
So the number 3 seeds, Marcus Fernaldi, Gideon, and Kevin Sanjaya, Sukamuljo, who are incredibly quick. Dynamic, exciting pair against the unseeded combination of Takuto, Inoue and Kaneko. Yuki Kaneko is the left-hander. Service error from Gideon.
1,
Well,
2.
statistics stacked against this Japanese pair. No unseeded combination has ever won the men's doubles title here at the Japan Open since the inception of the Super Series. The last unseeded pair to win any Super Series tournaments was another Japanese pair at the Hong Kong Open last year, Takeshi Kimura and Keigo Tsunoda. Well, the Japan Open has always been a happy hunting ground for Indonesian men's doubles pairs. as Indonesian men's doubles pairs. Have won the Japan Open 3 times. The 10 years of the Super Series, and they've had 8 different pairs contest those 10 previous finals. My goodness, I told you it was quick. That's amazing.
6-1.
Blistering start by the Indonesians.
So it's over. 2-6.
That's a great smash. Great elevation. Good disguise. And what a terrific angle. Look at that.
3.
Well, it'd be very understandable if this Japanese pair were a little bit nervous at the start of this match, but I'd like to see a little more urgency in their style of play and a little more of a desire to want to get on the attack. Who's gone wrong?
Service over.
They're on the left.
4-8.
Is Kenichi Hawakawa.
Service over.
Yes, Hawakawa and Endo. 7 Super Series tournament finals, never won any of them, including 3 finals at the prestigious All England Championships. It's going wide. It's all happening in double quick time. We're only 4 minutes into the match.
10.
Potentially only 1 point away from the mid-game interval. That's nicely worked from Takuto Inoue.
5-10. Six, 10.
Lethal at the front of the court, Sukamuljo. Well, 6 minutes into the match, and we're already at the mid-game interval. 5-point advantage for the pair in their 5th Super Series tournament of the year.
Ya, dia kalau dari sini nyawa, kalau di rem sini nyawa dia buang aja ke sini.
Fernaldi, Indonesian coach.
Ya, ceplik aja ke tengah kalau nggak lurus. Ceplik aja asal nggak usah nafsu, dikasih ke tengah gitu jangan nafsu, turunin aja sama dia. Gua kalau depan apa bisa ada gini. Sebentar minus.
11-6, play. Hey! 12-6.
Oh yes, nice backhand from Kaneko.
7-12.
He just held that backhand kill for the last moment. You couldn't tell which direction it was going to come.
13-7.
Very clever play from Sukamuljo.
It's over. Eight, 13.
Oh, that's a great serve.
9-13.
Goes long of the back line.
14.
It's an amazing rise up the world status for this Japanese pair. I think at the beginning of the year they were playing in and winning international challenger events, the Austrian International Challenger in Vienna. And a couple of Grand Prix gold finals, winning one of them in America. And here they are in their first ever Super Series tournament final. Short. Yeah. The smash from the back does not have to be a winner. You've got to use it as a setup for your partner at the front of the court.
10-16. Service over. Seventeen, 10. Eleven, 17.
Oh, it's landed in. Misjudgment there from Gideon.
Twelve, 17.
Yes. Well, Marcus Fernaldi Gideon is actually today in his 9th Super Series final.
18-12.
As he won the French Open with Marcus Gideon. Won it as qualifiers back in 2013. No, you just cannot afford to
12.
let Sukamuljo into the net like that. He's gained points already.
20, game point 12.
Oh, that is utterly delightful. 21-12 opening game in just a little over 12 minutes.
Fernaldi, Gideon and Sanjaya, Sukamuljo, 21-12.
Well, totally dominant in the opening game. The pair that have been world number ones and will return to being world number ones next week.
Set kedua itu servisnya agak dorong dikit kan, kalahnya agak dorong dikit 1-2, defense-nya lebih berani, lebih enak buka-buka dikit. Tapi kalau menurut saya tetap serang dulu. Startnya tekan terus ini. Ya, depannya pegang tuh, kalau depannya pegang tuh. Ini juga arah pemainnya ke tengah.
Well, one assumes that Kenichi Hayakawa will have been telling his men, come on, you've got to stop the Indonesians from attacking, which means that you've got to be more aggressive in your style yourself. Not always hard hitting, but if you hit in a downward direction, then there's more chance of being able to involve the net player, just as the Indonesians did there.
1 love. Service over. 1, 2. Service over.
Just incredible. Where does he find these shots? They're not in the textbooks, I can assure you.
Service over. 2, 3.
Body language of Yuki Kaneko looking a little bit dispirited.
Four, 2. Five, 2.
Oh dear. 2 return errors. Off the serve in consecutive points. That's an absolute gift to the Indonesians. It's just fabulous. It's so wonderful to watch.
7.
Comes up with shots that nobody else comes up with. Nobody else even thinks of playing.
Service over.
What a difference when they're hitting in a downward direction. The Japanese pair of Inoue and
3,
Kaneko.
7.
That's a super angle.
Service
Wasn't
over.
expecting that across court at all.
8, 3. Service over. 4, 8.
Yeah, that's nice.
Five, 8. Service over.
Sheer power forcing
Nine.
the error there.
5.
Brilliant. They're giving their opponents a masterclass at the moment, the Indonesians.
Ten, 5. Service over.
Well, he's human after all. He's missed one at the net.
6, 10.
Good rally.
Service over.
So the
11,
mid-game
6.
interval, once again, with a 5-point advantage. Same advantage they had in the opening game. Can't believe we're at the mid-game interval already. We've only been 20 minutes into the match.
間違うことは考えないでね。さっき間違ったまた頑張れてみる。ね、はいよ。はい。もうちょっと雰囲気点途中で見て向けてちょっとあと近い位置があともっとね。ayo戦い。
Ya, yang sekali-sekali tembak ke yang kecil boleh, tapi lebih banyak ke yang tembok. Oke, pegang terus.
Well, fascinating advice to the Japanese players. Don't think about your opponents, think about your own play. Maybe playing against the reputation rather than the pair. Yeah, you've got to get yourselves right before you start worrying about anything else.
11, 6. Play. Service over. 7, 11. 8-11. So it's over. 12-8.
Oh, yes. That's a clever shot from Kaneko. Yeah, I like that.
9-12.
Sukamuljo was expecting it back straight, not a cross-court off his cross-court. Oh, my word.
So it's
That was a
over.
smash.
Nine.
Yes. I think he had read it before his opponents even decided to play it there. They put it away with such venom that the shuttle bounced as high as a tennis ball.
14-9.
Just long.
So it's over. 10.
How desperately this Japanese pair need a little run of points right now.
So it's over.
That's outrageous, isn't it?
15-10.
Brilliant, but outrageous. Yeah. Well, many pairs
16.
shake their heads against this Indonesian pair because you just don't know what's coming next. Speed of movement, speed of shots, and speed of thought.
Seventeen, 10.
Points required to win a 7th Super Series title. Indonesian pair.
18-10.
It's gone wrong. If they do convert, it will be a 4th Super Series title this year. Well, that's not a record in a calendar year. The Yongdae and Yu Young Sung won 6 Super Series titles in 2015. There's another 4 Super Series to go. Who's to say that this Indonesian pair couldn't match that?
12-18. So it's
2
over.
points required for the Indonesians.
19-12.
Well, Japan's dream of being only the 3rd country to win all 3 doubles disciplines at the same Super Series.
13-19.
Well, that looks a tall order right now, doesn't it? because it's match point opportunities now for Gideon and Sukamuljo.
20, match point 30.
Challenge. First challenge of the match.
Challenges called up.
Good call, line judge.
Unsuccessful, wrong challenge, relay. Service over. 14, 20, play.
Moving on it. Third match point opportunity for the number 3 seeds from Indonesia. This time they convert. 21-12, 21-15 in a little over 28 minutes. Well, it really was a masterclass for the Indonesians. Their confirmation of the scoreline, 21-12, 21-15. And it is a 7th Super Series title for the Indonesians in total. A 4th this year to add to the All England, India and Malaysia. So not only the title here at the Japan Open, world number 1 status will return on Thursday for Gideon and Sukamuljo, back to the top of the world rankings. Let's hear what they have to say about a devastating performance today in the final.
それでは男子ダブルス優勝インタビュー、インドネシアのマルクス・フェルナンディ・ギデオン選手、ケビン・サンジャヤ・スカムルジョ選手です。優勝を決めた今のお気持ち聞かせてください。
How do you feel now? Now you win the title now. Bagaimana perasaannya? Udah dapat juara.
Ya pastinya senang sekali ya. Akhirnya bisa kembali juara ya. Setelah beberapa turnamen kemarin kita belum berhasil ya. Dan akhirnya sekarang bisa berhasil, bener. Ya sangat senang lah.
とても嬉しいです。ここ何大会か優勝できていませんでしたので、またスーパーシリーズ優勝できまして非常に嬉しく思っております。I really feel very happy because we couldn't make the victory for several tournaments and Super Series, so I'm very delighted and happy.
Ya senang sekali ya, udah bisa juara lagi. Kemarin juga ada beberapa pertandingan kita kan banyak belajar lah, ada gagal. Ya sekarang bisa juara lagi ya udah senang banget lah.
とても嬉しく思っております。ここ最近の試合で、失敗することがあったんですけれども、そこからたくさんのことを学ぶことができましたので、とても嬉しく思っております。We are very happy. We have learned a lot of things from our loss for several matches, and we learned a lot, and then we could get the victory again. We are so happy and delighted.
おめでとうございます。見事な優勝でした。
Well, they're setting themselves very high standards, aren't they? Saying that after some failures to win titles, they're happy to be back on the top of the podium in the winner's position. Well, when you consider this was their 5th final in only their 8th tournament of the year, I think that's a pretty outstanding record. But that's the thing about great champions, isn't it? They always want more. Well, it was a devastating performance today by the Indonesians. I thought they were so quick and impressive yesterday evening in their semi-final against the current world number 1s, Bowen Mogensen. But they thoroughly deserve to be getting their #1 status back. 4 Super Series titles in 1 calendar year from 5 finals. Well, they can be mighty proud of what they've achieved this week. First ever pair from the host nation to contest the men's doubles final here at the Japan Open. Anton Subowo, president of Badminton Asia, making the presentations. The trophy and the gold medals. Shoko Suzuki, representing MetLife, making the presentations too. Well, they've had a fantastic couple of weeks. Beaten finalists a week ago in Seoul. This week in Tokyo, they're the champions. Sukamuljo and Gideon invite their opponents Inoue and Kaneko onto the podium for the photographers. Well, it was a proud moment for the pair from Japan, but they were outclassed today by the pair who will be #1s next week, Gideon and Sukamuljo.
Sukamuljo